folks, welcome back to Nostalgianomics. Merry Christmas Eve to everyone out there. It is giveaway day. And after we do the giveaway, I am going to talk a little bit about what to expect going into the end of the year and then also the start of 2025. But if you don't remember, we are giving away a box of V-Star Universe courtesy of AK Cam 7 on the Nostalgianomics Discord. And then I did throw in from our friends at Slab Mags a pack of top loaders and a Riz Mag for all of you to, or for the winner, to be able to put their hits into some protection. So, without further ado, let's run the giveaway. So, this was the video in question. All you had to do was comment on it. I didn't even make you subscribe or like the video or do all those crazy things because I'm just not good at this whole social media thing. All I said was just comment on it because we're going to use a random comment generator. And so, the video was Pokemon investing. Now is the time to sell! Exclamation point, question mark. It was posted 2 days ago. We had 13,000 views on it, and we did get 693 comments. And so, we're going to copy and paste the link to the video. We're going to run it through the comment shark, and we are going to see who gets chosen. Best of luck to everyone out there. If you get picked, all right, make sure you send me an email at nostalgianomics@gmail.com. I'll leave the link to my email in the comments and the description below. Send me a screenshot that is in fact your account, and then send me your shipping information. I will have it shipped out the day after Christmas, and it will be to you in a few days. It's as simple as that. There's no catch. And so, best of luck, Godspeed. Here we go. Boom, that was quick. That was quick. Chris Benson, 7532, always good advice. Chris, I appreciate that, and you are the winner, man. All you got to do, again, reach out by email, make sure everything is up and up, send me your shipping information, and I will send you out your V-Star Universe box, your Riz Mag, and your top loaders. Appreciate you, Chris. I appreciate all of you guys taking part in the giveaway. All right. So let's talk a little bit. Going into the end of the year, you have two different types of businesses. One type is still trying to, get a few more products off their books. Maybe they'll run some auctions. They'll lower some prices, just trying to move a few things just to get out of excess inventory to start the new year off fresh. On the other side, you'll have other businesses not wanting to sell a lot because they've already sold enough, and they're actually trying to buy to, offset their profits, especially if they're on cash basis accounting. And so they're going to actually be buying up a lot and not trying to sell much to make sure they can get that tax bill down lower and then worry about making the sales the next year and trying to kick the can down the road and play that game. And so there are deals to be able to find, but you may actually find more deals after the first of the year when people are more, it's better to sell because, you longer have to worry about taxes for another 12 months and all those things. And also, you'll have those reprint scares of products coming next year. You've got the 151 Blooming Waters coming. You've got the Prismatic Evolutions being released. You've got the reprint, possibility of Surging Sparks. And so there may be some very good opportunities that open up next year. However, the Sword and Shield opportunities seem to be disappearing more and more. Fusion Strike's now a $350 plus box. It is what it is. It happens fast. Go figure. Chilling Reign, I believe, is close to $240, $250. Lost Origins up in the $270, $280 range. Evolving Skies is getting ever so closer to that $1,000 range, so on and so forth. I do expect Sword and Shield to continue to run, especially as long as we're in this bull market. I don't expect any, reprints coming, obviously. I don't think there's going to be too much that's going to slow the growth of those sets down, other than the entire market cooling off. When it comes to Scarlet and Violet, I do think reprints of certain sets can actually slow down the growth of other sets in Scarlet and Violet, just because it's going to, force the money to move around, the attention to move around, right? It's going to, take people's regular monthly budgets that they would normally spend on Pokemon, and it's going to deter it to things that are getting reprints or things that are getting repriced and they're cheaper, deals that are being had, and it's going to stop being spent on, some of the things that it was being spent on in the weeks or months before. And so that's definitely something to pay attention to as these things do come to fruition, the restocks come, the new products, the reprints, all that good stuff. Pay attention because the money may leave other products and other cards, and there may actually be opportunities that open up in some of those things, such as the sets like, Scarlet Violet Base, Paldea Evolved, Obsidian Flames, Paradox Rift, Temporal Forces, Stellar Crown, even Twilight Masquerade. as people are starting to buy up a lot of those sets right now because Surging Sparks is over $200 and Prismatic Evolution's pre-orders are sky high and 151's already high, but people are waiting for that new product. So a lot of the money's going into those other products. That may actually change when all those products do eventually get here as people start to reallocate those funds elsewhere. Also, it's probably going to continue to pour back to Sword and Shield because people don't want to miss out. I think people are getting that FOMO kick in a little bit as Sword and Shield or Silver Tempest sold out in Pokemon Center, and now these prices are starting to rise into the high 200s and 300s. I think people are going to continue to try to get in on the sets they didn't quite miss out on yet, like the Brilliant Stars, the Silver Tempest, the Astral Radiance, maybe even the Battle Styles, and those are going to continue to be plays as well. Just like Crown Zenith is now moving up, you have Celebrations now moving up. People are just looking to kind of move their money anywhere they can find opportunity that haven't seen massive price growth, that they feel like they can get ahead of the crowd with, right? That's why we're seeing things like back in Sun and Moon still move, like Hidden Fates. Hidden Fates went from 175 in ETB to like 240, 250 in a matter of literally weeks or like maybe a couple months. And the reason that happened is because, again, people are just desperately searching for opportunity in this market as more and more opportunities do kind of, find their ways away from us. They're getting away from us. I mean, the prices are just rising faster than we can get our money into them. And I don't know if it's Pokemon's fault. I know that a lot of people just want to blame Pokemon. They're underprinting sets, or they want to blame distributors. Distributors aren't releasing enough of the sets. They're probably sitting on it all, waiting for it to rise. They're blaming stores or people like me that invest or resellers for holding on to the product and then scalping it at higher prices or price gouging people. And honestly, I think there's a little bit of all of that going on, I'm sure. But I think the main thing is, guys, the demand is just so freaking high. And even with a little bit of all that stuff going on, they just can't keep up with this level of demand. And when there's that much level of demand and every new set gets bought out immediately and prices rise immediately, they can't go back and reprint all of the old sets while keeping the printing going of the new sets. And so we have this situation where we need more Surging Sparks. I agree, it's too high. We shouldn't have a set over MSRP, a week after release, right? And now, this far over MSRP, a month or plus after release. You've got Twilight Masquerade almost at MSRP. I think a lot of people think that needs a reprint. 151 obviously needs more product. It's sky high. Every product at this point is sky high. You have booster packs selling for almost $10. That obviously most people agree needs a reprint. Looking at Paldean Fates, historically, specialty sets have usually gotten printed pretty heavily. Paldean Fates went through a massive growth cycle. Double Mew sky high, Charizard sky high. People are looking at Paldean Fates ETBs around $70 now, thinking, well, that needs a reprint, right? And then, they've given restocks to Paldea Evolve. That's still a $150 booster box. Now you see every other set rising to $120, $130, right? I think the only set that hasn't moved is Shrouded Fable. And so you start looking at all this stuff and you're like, how do they reprint everything while printing enough of the new sets, while getting printing ready for the sets that are announced but not even released yet, like SV9 or, Battle which is Battle Partners, or Team Rocket, or Black and White, getting printing ready for all those sets, right? Getting enough Prismatic Evolutions, which I'll be honest, guys, I've already heard some preliminary numbers from some people. I'm not going to say it's short printed. It's just that no one's getting as much as they ask for. No one's getting as much as they want or need because there's so many people in so many stores asking for it. And so Prismatic Evolution supply is going to be a problem from the get-go. It looks like all those high pre-orders, that's something that's probably going to stick around. That's going to be the price point. So you have that going on, which they're going to need to continue to pump out more and more Prismatic Evolutions, right? They're going to need to print that 151 and probably more 151. They need to get Surging Sparks. And then everything else is just kind of on the back burner. And if they can't get all of those sets quenched of demand and the price is lower, by the time SV9 and SV10 and Team Rocket, whatever the specialty sets and mainline sets are, those all start coming out. And then if those sets are hot and those prices rise, they're gonna be in this just conundrum where there's too much going on. There's too many sets that are hot. There's too much that's needed that they're not going to be able to get to everything. And that's what I think is going to cause problems for the future, is because, you have a lot of people going around online saying, guys, be patient. Everything gets reprinted. All of this stuff will be cheap in the future. And look, I'd love to tell you guys that's the truth. I'd love for everything to be affordable for, the first 1 to 2 years of a set. And then afterwards, it's time for the investors to make their money. But in the beginning, it's great for the kids and the players and the casual hobbyists. I'm with you. I'm on your guys' side, right? But I truly don't think it's a reality. I don't think it's a reality that Pokemon can go back and literally reprint every single set's booster box and reprint enough of them to really put a dent in the amount of demand compared to the amount of supply they're going to print. Because guys, you have to remember, when they do a reprint, if they run it through distribution, every single store across the nation gets a piece of that. And reprints are usually never as big as their original release, meaning every store will get what? A couple cases. Maybe the big stores get 10, 20 cases. That's not even going to put a dent in the market. Most of the stores just keep it and put it in the back room and don't even sell it because, they already know it's up. They know it's going to keep going up. They know the supply is going to get lower and lower, and then prices rise with steel product over time. And then, the larger reprints for the better sets, those dry up quick too because people sit on their money waiting for reprints. And when they come, all the people that have been, listening to the YouTubers say, wait for a reprint to get in, then you can hold. They're all going to get in and hold. They're not going to, all that product's not going to find the open market. And so you run into this thing where it's like the popular sets, it gets more product, but it gets held more and it gets opened more. And so it's scarce. The less popular product either doesn't get a reprint or gets smaller reprints. And because of that, it just stays scarce. And what little comes to market, people will eat up because it's a deal. Any and all deals people will take right now. And then those prices still rise. And then the market's still hot. So all the new sets keep coming out and they're hot and they're rising. And now people will say, now this needs a reprint. It just got SV09 just got released. It needs a reprint. Prismatic Evolution just got released. It needs a reprint. And we're going to get to the end of the era. We'll be at SV12 and people will be saying that all these sets still need reprints. And it's just not feasible, guys. And so my advice is just be realistic with your collection, guys. Look, for the most part, other than a few, high flyer cards in each set, for the most part, the single cards are pretty affordable to collect, right? For the most part, most of the sets are pretty affordable to open, right? If you can't afford to open $10, $12 packs, don't, right? Just don't do it. Don't think that, you're somehow entitled to be able to open every set, or don't feel pressured to buy into every set or invest in every set or collect every card. Just stay realistic within your means. When opportunities open up, take advantage of them. If opportunities don't open up, don't worry about it. Move on. There will always be more opportunities in the future. And that's kind of my best advice going into the end of the year and into next year. I promise you, 2025, there will be opportunities. I know we're in an intensely strong bull market. I know that's going to continue. It doesn't mean there won't be opportunities. There's always reprints and restocks and new products and, whatever else may come, right? And it will open up times to get in. And even if, things aren't as cheap as they were before, but you're able to get in at a reasonable price and they rise faster than they did before, it's still a better scenario. Put it this way. A box starting out at $90 and then a year from now, it's only $100. It's still a worse scenario than a box starting out at $120 and then in a year from now, it's $180, $200, right? You're still better off. You just have to get back past that brain block of, paying a little extra for products than you used to. And for some people, that's hard and they won't do it. And that's fine, right? Like I said, if you miss some opportunities, it's not the end of the world. There may come a day in, 6 months, a year and a half, 2 years, where boxes are $95, $100 again. I don't know if that's going to happen, but it could. But there's different products out there. If you can't afford a booster box, get bundles, get, packs or, 3-pack blisters or whatever ETBs, whatever items are out there. You can always try to get the Pokemon Center ETBs when they come out of new sets, if you can find them on the Pokemon Center, because everyone's paying the same retail price there. There's no scalping. There's no, greed there. There's no, price gouging. So you can always go that route. And, guys, let's just try to enjoy the hobby in 2025. Let's not get angry at each other. Let's not get angry at the situation. Let's just handle the situations as they come, collect what you can afford, enjoy what you like. And, just keep an eye out for opportunities and take advantage of them when they come. Congrats to Chris. Make sure to reach out to claim your giveaway wins. And everyone else, have a very Merry Christmas. I do have a pack break for 151 I will be releasing tomorrow. Other than that, I will not be releasing a video on Christmas. So I'll see you all back here on the 26th. That's all I got, guys. Subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you guys then. I'm out.